She's tall and slender and reddish blonde hair, about 5'3" tall, weighs about 100 to 105 pounds, and she had on a brown jean slacks, and her blouse is mainly orange, and it had a flower in it and a silver thread.
Where did you see her last?
When the two daughters went uptown to do some shopping.
And it was about where?
About 9:30, and this was at the market, the Dallas market on Pearl.
Is Kathy the type of girl that would run away from home?
Oh, no. No, ma'am. I'm sure she would never. There were no problems or any reason. She was very happy and very well-adjusted child.
The main thing, though, is a comparison between the North and the South. If you just take it isolated, of course, there's no place that's good as far as I'm concerned. But in a more time sense, of course, there's significant difference in the South. 10 years ago, 11 years ago, when I went back to Mississippi, a black couldn't drink water in Mississippi in a public place. Of course, today, you can run for governor, as the gentleman just asked, and no one seemed to get too upset about it, as well as enjoy any of the other rights and privileges that your money will permit. And of course, that gets to be a problem. But there's no question, I think, that the South is a more livable place than the North as far as blacks are concerned.
The area around the old criminal courts building here in Fort Worth is kind of sleepy and barren this Sunday afternoon. That's in direct opposition to what it's like 4 or 5 days out of the month here, as lines surround the building and back up on the sidewalks. The reason being that this is the location where welfare recipients come to get their food stamps each month, usually the day after they receive their state welfare check. As a result of the long lines and the waiting period for a lot of the recipients here, David Payton of the Community Action Agency in Fort Worth has suggested that the CAA take over the food stamp program. However, the director of the welfare department here in the county, Ralph Lewis, says he doesn't believe that that plan will work, and he explained why.
There's some federal guidelines involved and laws involved that specify certain people to be the certifying officers of this food stamp program, and that's it. You just have to abide by those federal guidelines, and those people simply are what we classify as the food stamp case workers. There's only about 10 people now who are actually authorized to certify for the food stamps, and those are food stamp case workers.
Could they be certified at all under the current law, the CAA?
I don't think so, because we can't. Not even the caseworkers in County Welfare Department.
The commissioners are opposed to the CAA taking over the food stamp program, mainly because they too feel it would be illegal. However, David Payton and the CAA plan to still take their plan to the commissioners tomorrow morning. Jim Green, Channel 8 News on the Move, Fort Worth.
A 5-alarm fire last night demolished nearly 1/3 of the trucks owned by Jones Trucking Lines at 6102 Maple in Dallas. The fire caused an approximate $100,000 in damage to the building and its contents. The first alarm was turned in at 8:21 p.m. last night and quickly produced 4 additional alarms, more than 90 firefighters, and 19 major pieces of firefighting equipment. Investigators have not determined the origin of the fire or the cause. Gene McIntyre for Channel 8 News on the Move.